What's going on, Steelers fans, man? It's your boy, Steelers Maniac, man. I am back with another video for you guys, man. I haven't been doing videos this season, man. It's been hard, you know what I'm saying? And I apologize for that, man. I'm sorry I haven't been getting videos out for you guys, man. But hey, I'm back, man. I'm ready for this playoff push, man. But if it was a video I had to do, it would be this one, man. And you know, this video, as we all know, was gonna be about James Harrison, man. These past couple of days, James Harrison, we found out some news. He's on the Patriots now. It's crazy, man. And, I'm about to dive into it, and get right into things, man. But yeah, man. But yeah. Uh, my thoughts on it, man. Really, man, is just, you know, I, based off what Marquise Pouncey said and what Bud said, some quotes from Bud. He was talking about how, you know, he James was kind of a cancer in the locker room. You know, how sometimes he wouldn't be showing up to meetings, and when he did show up to meetings, he would be asleep. Sometimes he wouldn't come to practices. Some people some reports said that you know that some days before the game, like right before the game, if he found out he wasn't gonna play, he would just leave the stadium and wouldn't come back, wouldn't come to the game. And they were saying that happened recently, and in these past couple of games, but that's just a report. You can't it could be fake, could be not. But what Bud said and what Marquise said, I find that to be very, very true when it comes to him being a cancer in the locker room and things of that nature, and him, falling asleep in meetings and not showing up to meetings, not showing up to practices, and another thing that Bud was talking about, Bud Dupree, he was talking about how him and TJ Watt were looking at James Harrison to be that OG type of guy, the guy that could mentor them, you know what I'm saying? Because they all played the same position. So they were looking at James to be that mentor type of guy for them. And, Bud was saying that it's kind of hard to look at a guy to be your mentor when the guy doesn't want to be your mentor. You know what I'm saying? He's afraid that, the young guys are going to take his position or take his shine, so he wants to go somewhere else and play. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for me, it's like I kind of understand that, but at the same time, I don't. Because it's like I get that you want to play, but when you have young guys that are coming up in your position on the same team as you, young guys who are looking to you for answers, for help, trying to pick your brain to learn from one of the best to ever do it at this position, and you're not trying to give knowledge to them, you know, you're not trying to help them grow as a player. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you want to leave because they're taking your spot. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting as much playing time as you were because number one, you're almost 40 years old, but number two, the young guys are coming up and they're taking your spot. And you don't like that. You feel like, you can still play, so you want to go somewhere else. And it's like, I get that, but at the same time, dog, you've been in this league for a very, very long time. You have 2 Super Bowls. What else do you want to, what else do you want to bring to the table, man? You know what I'm saying? You got guys like Bud Dupree, TJ Watt, Anthony Chickalo, you know what I'm saying? You got guys like that who are looking up to you, you know what I'm saying? For knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They're looking up to you as the OG, as the mentor, as the boss, the guy who's done everything at this position. The guy who will always be remembered for the 2008 Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? The interception against Kurt Warner in Super Bowl 43. You know what I'm saying? Young guys are looking at you. You know what I'm saying? To be like you. TJ Watt, Bud Dupree. To have you on the same team is crazy for them. And Bud was saying how, he kind of felt hurt, him and TJ, because James wasn't really trying to mentor them. James was more worried about himself getting playing time than helping these young guys become better, grow in the NFL as you James Harrison being their mentor. Excuse me. But you guys, you guys understand what I'm saying? These young guys are looking up to you to be their mentor, to help them grow in this league, to be as great as you was or even better. And you don't wanna help them do that. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you want to post videos of you lifting all these weights and talking about how they got this sitting on the sideline. Look at this, they got this sitting on the sideline. That's what he said. And Bud Dupree was saying, he was posting all these these weightlifting videos that y'all see, him doing all these weights and stuff like that. Bud Dupree was saying their weight training coach, their training and conditioning coach doesn't even allow the team to do that. They say James Harrison does that on his own. They say, Bud was saying that, him doing all that was kind of like, wow, you know what I'm saying? You're lifting all these weights trying to show that, oh, they got this sitting on the sideline, that you should be playing more than us because you're doing all these heavy ass weights and stuff. That's what Bud said in the interview. Y'all can go look it up. If Steelers fans don't believe me, go look it up on Google. On the Steelers app, Bud Dupree said these things. You know what I'm saying? And Bud Dupree was saying, him and TJ was they kind of got fed up with it, and I don't blame him, man. Honestly, I don't blame him, because all Bud Dupree and TJ Watt are doing is trying to play football, trying to be great like James Harrison was and still is. That's all they were trying to do, bro. And when you have a guy like James Harrison who doesn't want to help you guys grow and give y'all knowledge that not a lot of defensive ends have in this game, or pass rushers have in this game, when he doesn't want to do that, it kind of hurts the young guys. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, you kind of become a cancer in the locker room, because now the whole locker room knows that you don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? You're doing certain stuff to show that you don't want to be there, like not coming to meetings, falling asleep in meetings when you do come, not showing up to practices. You know what I'm saying? Right before the game, you find out you're not gonna play, so you leave the stadium. It's like, come on, man. You've been in this league long enough to have better professionalism, man. You know what I'm saying? To have better professionalism. And I understand, you know what I'm saying, from his part, that he wants to play. He still feel like he has a lot left in the tank. But at the same time, man, be a mentor to these young guys. You know what I'm saying? From what Bud was saying, you wasn't a mentor to them. They were trying. They were hoping you would be, but you wasn't. You wasn't trying to mentor them and give knowledge and give insight to them about how to be great in this league. From what Bud was saying you wasn't doing that. He was saying him and TJ wanted that from you, but you wasn't giving it to him. You was worried about yourself and worried about playing at 39 years old. You know what I'm saying? Making videos of you lifting weights, talking about they got this sitting on the sideline. Well, of course they're gonna have you sitting on the sideline, man. You're 40 years old. Your mark in the NFL is left. You left your mark on the league. Everybody knows who you are, man. You will be in the Hall of Fame. Let these young guys get a chance to be like you or be better. Show them the ways of the NFL, man. Show them how to get better in this league. Be a professional. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and, not come to meetings and fall asleep and, not mentor these young guys and be a cancer in the locker room just because you're not getting playing time. Because the coaches are giving the young guys way more playing time than they are the old guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, the Steelers are asking the pass rushers to cover people, to play pass coverage. And a real Steelers fan knows that has never been James Harrison style of play. It's never been his style of play. And definitely not now. So we can't throw James out there even if we wanted to. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I understand James wants to play and he had to move on. But at the same time, man, don't be a cancer in the locker room, dog. You know what I'm saying? Don't not mentor these young guys when they're asking you to mentor them, when they want you to teach them the ropes, the ways of the NFL. But instead, you want to isolate yourself and not come to meetings, fall asleep when you do, not show up to practices. You know what I'm saying? Lifting all these weights when you know you're not supposed to, just to show that you way stronger than these dudes and they should be playing you and not them. Come on, man. Now get this, guys. I'm saying all this because of what Bud said. So I'm going off of what Bud Dupree said and Marquise Pouncey said. And I'm trusting and believing that, what they're saying is true because they're there. They see him every day. So I'm just going off of what they said. You know what I'm saying? But I understand both sides. I understand, TJ Watts and Bud Dupree's side and Marquise Pouncey. And I understand James Harrison's side. James Harrison wanted to play because he still feels like, he got room to play. He still like he has, some plays left in him. Can't blame him for that. But at the same time, man, don't be a cancer in the locker room, man. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, why this late in the season? Why this late in the season? Now there are reports that said you asked 3 times to be released, and they didn't do it. But my thing is, if they didn't do it after the second time, dog, it's about to be week 16. What are you doing? Why are you asking to be released now? I get you asked 2 times before that early in the season and they didn't do it. But why ask again now? The season's almost over. Why ask now? And I don't, a lot of guys in the locker room were saying, they've lost respect for him. Marquise Pouncey was saying his legacy has been tarnished in Pittsburgh. And I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, James Harrison will always be a Steeler. But from what I'm hearing from players, I felt like I don't want to go at his character because I don't know the guy personally. But from what I'm hearing from Bud Dupree and Marquise Pouncey and some of the other players, it felt like he was more worried about playing at 40 years old than mentoring young guys in this league on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mentoring them, helping them grow, helping them be a better player than what they are now. Helping them be better than him or greater than him. And I felt like he was more worried about playing at his age than helping the young guys and, mentoring the young guys, man. But now he's with the Panthers. I mean, not the Panthers, my fault. Now he's with the Patriots. So that's another thing we got to worry about, man. But we'll be fine, man. Still Nation, man. We're going to be fine. We're going to go win this Lombardi Trophy for the Roonies, for Shazier. We're going to get it done, man. We're going to get it done. And James Harrison's going to regret it, man. James Harrison is definitely going to regret this, man. But yeah, man, I'd like to hear what y'all think about this, man, from the Steeler Nation, man. Comment down below what y'all think about this situation, man. I will be posting from here on out, through the playoffs, man. After the Browns game, I will post, and after every other playoff game, I will post until we get the Super Bowl, man. We're gonna get there. We're gonna win this one. All right, man. I'm out.